Hey, what's up, podcast? It's Jeff, and this is a special bonus episode of Teach Better Talk. This is the audio pulled from one of our daily drop-ins. That's right, the daily drop-ins are back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, August 3rd to August 14th. We're here to support you, dropping in every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time over on Facebook and our Facebook group, over on Twitter, Periscope, on YouTube, and on Twitch. So join us every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and enjoy this bonus episode.
That was so cool.
Was that cool?
That was cool.
I love it. It's such a simple thing, but so much fun. So, and it makes it so that we never come on the right way, because we always come on with, "Oh, that was cool. That was fun. That was neat." Now we're live. But that's all, Ray. Ray, you can go. That's all you wanted. Go back to sleep. You're good.
Literally all I wanted, guys. Good morning.
So good morning, everyone who's coming on. Good morning. Good morning. Drop in the comments. Let us know where you're at. Say hello. We've got some special guests on with us, some special friends of ours, a dynamic duo from the Great White North up in Ontario, Canada. We got Che and Pav from the Staff Room Podcast from the Friday. What's the drive called? I never say it the right way. I just call it the drive. It's just called the drive, right?
It's the drive on Voice
The morning,
Radio.
yeah, the drive, yeah. So like you guys are, and you guys also teach too, you know. So
Yeah, it's a side
lots
gig.
going on. Yeah. Apparently, Che runs, 10Ks and you were using a bunch of gibberish yesterday. You were like time per km stuff, like.
What's a KM?
For all the American audience, 1K is equal to 2.6 miles. So I ran 26 miles yesterday.
Yeah, I think you went the wrong way there, buddy. You're like,
trying to show off.
Yeah. So you did a 10K, which is 6.2-ish. It's actually like
Yes.
6.23 through whatever. Yeah. So
Right.
I was trying to figure it out, because I make that joke, but I actually I do okay with kilometers, because when we go to Canada every other year, like I have to pay attention to that. But just trying to figure it out. So you were at like a 9-minute mile, little less than a 9-minute mile if you look at it in United States miles. So you were doing pretty good. You were cruising. I think it's even less than that. I think I'm high on that. But anyway, so that was with your bum knee, which we're gonna talk about another time. But
You're definitely something, Jeff Gargas. Good morning.
that's true. All right, let's say good morning. Well, we got all kinds of stuff coming. I should pay attention. Dave Schmitto says, "Let's go USA, USA, USA." Hi, Sarah. Good to see you. Mark's here this morning. Kate's here this morning. Hi, Caitlin. Sammy, the star of yesterday. Caitlin and Sammy and Livia are all three here right in a row. That's great.
Awesome.
Michelle's here. Nikki's here. Natalie's here. Carrie's here.
So, Jeff,
Anna's here. Brad's here. I'm not done. Sydney's here.
no problem. We have so many viewers that as you put their comments up, if you say the whole name, it's going to go the entire hour of the drop-in.
That's actually. Oh, you didn't know. Che and Pav and I actually discussed what we were going to do. This entire segment was just me reading everyone's names.
Yes, that was it.
And then every now and then, Che's going to go, eh? And it's just going to be, we're going to make a lot of Canadian and American stuff here. So we need the reverse of the stereotypical Americans here. So anyway, all right, let's talk about one. I love your shirt, Che. You're looking the best on all the screens right now. Rocking some swag.
I've got mine going too. Here.
Oh, look at that.
There you
Which
go.
one is that?
That
The bigger one
is.
with the see better.
Yeah, that's a great one.
I
It's
love
a fun one. Yeah,
How's the shirt material? That's one of the women's cuts. Is it nice?
it's very nice. I love
Okay,
it, and
good.
I love the V. It's
It's
nice.
a yeah. Okay, we'll do some more of those.
You in that shirt because you took one of your pictures in it when you guys were testing out like your awesome thing you do on Fridays, and I literally had not seen it on someone, and it is so pretty. I love it on you. You rock it. You should be our model.
Oh, thank you. I love it because the writing is in pink. So I paired it with a pink skirt and it looked lovely.
Che's so mad right now that you didn't ask him to be the model. He's so fired up over there. He's like, I'm wearing a shirt too.
I'll wear the
He's
V-neck.
all wear V-neck.
Get me some scissors. I'll make a V-neck. We'll be good to go.
You can be our male model. Pat will be our female model. It's fine.
Che, I just put together. They're not out yet, but I'm putting together collection of like run-in type gear. So there's some like tanks and some dry fit shirts. So we're gonna have you model those. So I'll have to get you a couple, so then you can do that. We'll do that. Be great.
Right.
So all right.
Yeah.
We didn't even have them introduce themselves.
That's where I'm going now. So people are getting in here. Everyone's watching. Most people, I'm judging by the comments that everyone already knows these two. But in case someone doesn't, can you each introduce yourselves individually, and then either one of you can kind of take and this is who we are collectively as this dynamic duo. Pav, you want to start us off?
Sure, absolutely. So my name is Pav Wander. I have been teaching in elementary schools for 15 years. And this past year, Che and I decided to start up a podcast. It's called the Staff Room Podcast. And it has been doing very well. And it's a great opportunity for us to reflect on our teaching practices. And since then as well, we have also started The Drive on Voice Ed Radio. So the two of us are co-hosts of those amazing shows.
So fun.
Alex saying I should be wearing a giant bald eagle. I do have. I'm repping Don Epps here with Royster Pride.
There you go.
Chasing greatness. Yeah, Alex, I was the same. I couldn't believe that they're not. They may already be models, and they just didn't mention it. So, Shay, I model my life after them, so I think that makes sense, right? Shay, you're up, man.
Well, my name's Shay Cheney. I am I wouldn't say one half of the dynamic duo. I am 18% of this dynamic duo with Pav, Staff Room Podcast, and The Drive. I've been teaching 20 years, all middle school, and I think Pav said it best, the podcast journey, the Drive journey, which expands into this Twitter journey and this Voxer journey, ultimately makes me a better teacher every single day, which is why it's so much fun to engage in.
It's been a lot of fun watching you, the show kind of pop up, and I didn't know either one of you beforehand, and then I think the first connection I got was, I don't know if it was you guys jumping in a mastery chat or you guys getting into the Voxer group of a bunch of edu podcasters, but one or the other, and then I just started seeing you everywhere, and I'm like, oh, look at this going, and the pictures that you do for every master chat, your pictures are different. It's not like me who just has like a stock thing I put up, of my face, and the creativity behind it's been a lot of fun to watch. And then just watching it grow and more people grab a hold of it. And then when I found out you were in Canada, I was like, yes, because I love Canada. Even more so, you're right. You're in Ontario, which is the part of Canada that I go to. So I love it. Just love that country and that province. But then getting to know you and to chat with you a little bit, and I love you. You're both awesome. So we've had some duo chats here between the two of us. And we were just on The Drive on. Was that just this past Friday?
Yeah, it was just this past Friday. Yeah,
we dropped in and we talked a little bit about Ray's new book.
Yeah,
with that guy Adam, and everything else. So, we're gonna, and you guys can tell me how we want to do this, because Ray and I, we just kind of wing things. So we're gonna we have this game, kind of some fun things planned, but I don't know if we need to do it all at once. I think we can kind of do it throughout. But I kind of want to know before we do that, because this, the drop-ins really are meant for support of this. We're getting ready to go back to school, and there's a lot of anxiety, nerves, stuff, and I think these drop-ins have really been helping. People, one, know that they're not alone. Mm-hmm. Two, I think there's a lot of awesome ideas being shared and stuff. So I'd love to hear, and either one of you can take this, whoever wants to jump in, sort of where you're at because you guys are just a little outside of Toronto, or you're right in Toronto.
We're in Toronto. Yeah,
we're in Toronto, right? And sort of where things are, obviously, different country, things have happened a little bit different, but we're still dealing with the same pandemic. Where you're at as far as what is school, quote unquote, looking like, and then how are you two preparing? And because I don't know whether are you going back full blown, or are you going back hybrid? Are you virtual? Where are we at? Just kind of curious where you guys' heads are at with all that.
Pav, I have to start for a second.
Okay.
I have 20 years of street cred, and you want to know what that street cred is? It's not teaching practice. It's I get to tell people, hey, I teach in Toronto. That's it. So Jeff, when you immediately say, oh, they're outside of Toronto, I'm like, what? Outside of Toronto?
Well, I'm sorry. We're not talking about Hamilton here. We're talking about Toronto.
No,
right?
Definitely.
No offense to Hamilton. I got family there. I'm just
sorry, Pav. I cut you off, but I know you have to lead every conversation, because I only have a few little points I can possibly add on. So why don't you lead this charge for us?
I only started talking because that's what I assumed. It was going to be my turn to talk.
Because you're awesome. That's why. You are the leader of the group.
Yes, we are actually going back. We are going back to school as of right now, 5 days a week, full time, and it's face to face, and it's challenging to think about. It's challenging to consider all of the different things that have to be put in place before we can get back to school. I mean, we have to maintain our social distancing measures, but there hasn't been in elementary school, at least, there hasn't been a reduction in the class sizes. So, unless parents choose to keep their kids at home, everybody's going to be there, and we're going to have class sizes of in the junior grades, grade 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, of up to 30 kids, or even in some cases more than that. So, our spaces can't accommodate that. That's plain and simple. And so we're really wondering. We're wondering, we're stressed out about, we're anxious about what this is going to look like, and keeping ourselves safe. That's another factor. Keeping our children safe, our own children safe. That's another factor. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot that's going through my mind on how we are going to be able to set up our programs. I know that there's going to be a lot of changes. We've been seeing a lot of our American friends go back to school, and it's been really eye-opening. It's been really great to see that, to see what it looks like. And there have been some Canadian teachers out in British Columbia who have gone back before the end of the last school year. So they went back in June. So we've been able to sort of see what it could look like. We know it's something that is going to require a lot of adjustment, a lot of change. And are we ready for it? Not 100%. I wouldn't say that I am, and nor do I want it to go back to the way that we are going to be going back to. But that's part of the game, isn't it? We dealt with all of these massive changes a couple of months ago, and now we're going to have to deal with a new set of changes. And it's just, accommodating our teaching style, accommodating our spaces, accommodating ourselves as people to just be able to do what we need to do for the kids. And so that's what it's all about. Che, you're up. Your turn.
That was really good, eh? I don't know if I could really add much to it, eh? You nailed that perfect, eh? So when you got that figured out, just let me know how to teach, eh? And I'll take care of it from there.
And this is what Che is for.
That was the best thing I could have ever hoped for this one right there. I was basically waiting.
I just want to make sure our audience sees the similarities between the duos here, where one person is adding so much value, so positive, so beautiful, and then the other is just,
and it's just a face palm, moment.
I thought you were going to reference the similarity between Che and I. With don't put yours up. I don't want to. Don't do it.
I'll get some tires. I'll start lifting some tires right now. I can add on, as Pav was talking about, it's one of the things is that last year I considered that crisis teaching, and we were provided all kinds of opportunities and lots of grace to learn new skills. Ultimately, I did a lot of growth in crisis learning. I'm really mastered how to use my tech a lot better. I was able to actually create some pretty great lessons and make some good connections, and obviously some things that didn't work. But I also did some really great remote gym and some remote physical education where I was doing lessons live. And then when the lesson was over, I was able to do social emotional meetings right afterwards. So my gym classes were 60 large, and there'd be no drop off. And so my feeling was, oh, nice cup. My feeling was, I'm ready. The trajectory for me is actually to continue. Now I'm ready to go into remote learning. I've had an opportunity to do crisis learning. I've learned some skill sets, see where my weaknesses are. And if you had told me in June, we're going back remotely for 4 months, I could have spent the summer enhancing my practice, enhancing my skills, saying I had crisis learning. I had a free opportunity to sort of dabble. I figured it out, sort of. I'm on a great path to continue. And that's where my feeling was, that we should be just continuing the trajectory. Our tech is in our students' hands. Our buildings aren't ready to go back yet, but almost most teachers and most, I don't want to say all families, because we work in a community where this is an issue in regards to maintaining having your job and all those little subtleties that obviously you have to pay attention to. But I was thinking, as an overall best model for teaching, the trajectory for going from crisis learning into remote learning just seemed natural. When I think of our school, we gave out all our tech, but we gave out all our tech centrally. The chance of us getting the Toronto District School Board is the third biggest in North America, so it's huge. But it came in with central office came in, dispersed all the tech, and now our school doesn't have any of our tech left. So we're going to try to get our tech back in place. All these subtle nuances where we put all these efforts to get everything out. My feeling is we're ready just to continue remotely. It might not be the best teaching. It's not face-to-face. It's not the same impact. But as an infrastructure, that's where we're best set up. So Pav has to change her room and change schools this year. I have to change my rooms, let alone then start thinking about, let's get ourselves ready for this new, which none of us know what it's like. I think of my teaching style. It's wild. I'm all over the place. I'm thinking I've got to maintain just my physicality.
It's wild? Is it really?
Can we mute Pat for about 7 minutes?
No,
just 7 minutes.
I love her.
I would have never expected that your teaching style was wild. I would have.
I think very traditional, quiet, subdued.
Yeah.
You know,
behind a podium or maybe at a desk with a book and just line by line. Yeah, just very. Yeah.
Bueller.
I'm confused right now.
Bueller. Bueller.
I really like. I like your sort of titling of naming of crisis learning into remote learning, and because that's really where I think that it was crisis. It was just like no way to be prepared for it because it was literally I don't even want to say like on a day it was almost an hours, right? And now had teachers had a better understanding of what it was going to be like, or at least what the plan was earlier on, we could have prepared better. And moving, but I always say it. I'll continue to say it that there's no better group of professionals that are ready for this kind of a challenge than teachers, because y'all deal with a million changes every second, every day, even in the normal world. I mean, that's just the reality of it. So, of all the people that have to do this, the teachers are the ones that are best suited. So hopefully up there, you guys are going to be able to do it safely, as safe as possible. And, I know the two of you will make it work. I mean, Pav, we know you'll make it work and do the best you can. Shay will be there to have some fun, and that's good too.
I'm always 2 days behind Pav. As soon as Pav figures out, I always just said, "Hey, shoot me a message, eh? Send me that lesson over, eh? Like, help me out."
I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know how it's going to work now at different schools. I'm going to have to drive over in between.
So you're at different buildings now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got to, and it's crazy. I know Che mentioned it. I still need to move my classroom. I still need to pack up my classroom. Everything's out. There's 4 weeks left till school starts, and I don't know when I'm going to do that. I just sent my new principal an email this morning saying, "Hey, when can I get into the building? Yeah, when can I get in?"
I know a guy can help you move. Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah. So you're right here for me.
It's just like chopping wood. It's just like chopping wood. We'll get this.
I don't know whether he's throwing A's in purposefully or if he's just really Canadian.
Che actually has a very thick Canadian accent in real life. He often puts one on, but in just his regular, his way of speaking all the time, it's far thicker than mine. And I was also born in Canada, so I don't know where it comes. Must be an Ottawa thing.
I was just saying, are you from Ottawa? Or now, were you born in Toronto, Pav? Or?
I was born in Toronto. Yeah. Okay.
This dynamic duo thing was supposed to be Canada versus the USA, and all of a sudden now you turn it into a Toronto versus Ottawa thing. Like we just go there.
Look, I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. Like, if I gotta choose, I'm going Maple Leafs. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know. Are you a Maple Leafs fan, Jay? Or I'm a Penguins fan. So, are you really asking me? Is that hockey?
I'm not a hockey fan.
Che, if you know Che, he's all about baseball. That's it. And some basketball sprinkled in.
A little bit of running with tires. Just throw them over my shoulder, and I like to chop wood too.
It's hard to cheer for the Leafs, right? Like I would say that I'm a bandwagon.
It's hard to cheer for the Leafs
because they haven't won since '67.
Oh, come on. You're talking to a Browns fan right now.
Yeah,
don't talk to me about hard.
I just figured it out.
Oh man. Yeah, I that's whatever. I'm a Penguins fan, so it doesn't matter anyway. So all right, let's so one of the things that we thought would be fun to do with the four of us is to ask some questions about like the opposite side of the duo. You know, they maybe 15%, and see if I want to see if we're going to let people comment. So we're going to give everyone a little bit of time. Yep, I gotta. So the way this is going to go is Pav's going to ask Ray questions about me.
Yep.
Che's going to ask me questions about Ray. I'm going to ask Che about Pav. Ray's going to ask Pav about Che. I think I got that right.
Yes, you did.
Whoever gets at whoever like so when they ask us questions, we're both gonna write down the answers, but we're gonna see if Ray gets it right, if I get it right, and it'll be fun. So everyone watching, we're gonna give a little bit of time in between asking the questions. So to see if anybody else gets it there. So let's start with who wants to start? Who wants to ask the first question? I don't want to.
I wasn't listening to the directions. Who's asking who?
We'll do like here. We'll have Pav go first since Ray's not paying attention. Ray was too busy drawing her note.
So
Pav's going to ask you a question about me. You and I are both going to write the answers down because we're going to see if you get it right versus what I say.
Oh my God, I don't know anything about you. Here we go.
Here we go.
No, Dave. Dave, you're not allowed to help her.
No helping.
Dave, I have my phone. Text me.
No helping, and no social media.
Well, no, we do want to see it in the comments, but Ray has to, we just need to promise.
I'm going to write it down. I got it.
We have to write it down because that's like the confirmation that we actually did it. So
I'm ready.
All right, Pav, go ahead.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see what kind of, because I'm just going to say it out. I'm making a prediction that the two of you came up with better questions. Like I think the ones that Ray and I have are like super simple and stupid, but I think you guys are going to be creative. And
Our questions are great.
We're Canadians, eh? We're always well prepared. Just what Canadians do, eh?
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
So here we go. And a nice, simple, easy question, something light. So what was the last movie that Jeff watched?
Oh, well, I know this one.
Pav, I feel like you were playing head games there. Oh, this is the easy one.
This is an easy one. This is an easy one.
Here's the thing. I am confident that this is the last movie he referenced. Does that count? Because that's a big. That's kind of, he could have referenced it and then watched it. So maybe
in the reference, he does say that he was currently watching.
I was watching it.
Independence Day.
Independence Day. All right, so we've established we're connected on Facebook. Good. I want to understand Andrea. Well, Andrea's on it because Andrea's never. Okay, we had this disturbing moment where I found out a bunch of people that I'm connected with have never watched that movie, and now I'm not. I can't talk to Andrea anymore until she watches it. Like
all I know is that I was supposed to get all these questions wrong, and I just got one right. That's all I know.
Let's go. We're setting the tone. It's perfect.
All right, let's we're gonna go opposites now. So let's do
Che to Ray. No, Che to
Jeff.
Pat, you have to have this figured out because you're the one that explained it all to us last night in a Voxer.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I explained it with question marks after every statement I made.
Well, Che was still asking me this morning, how does this work?
Che asking Jeff about Ray.
Yes. Che, you got your question ready?
He's not ready.
Pav, did you give him the questions yet?
She sent them to me earlier.
Okay, good. I just want to note that Andrea's husband feels the same way about it. He doesn't know how he married her without. Tell Kyle right. I'm counting on him to fix that, Andrea.
I'm going with, now this is a two-part question in case one of them's not applicable.
I don't do well with two-part. Go ahead.
Well, this is called scaffolding.
Bring the teacher talk right in.
We're jumping up to level 2. Dude. Okay, let's go. All right.
So first possible question is, what is Ray's favorite food?
Oh, that's
or
easy.
If you're not told, okay. Well, I won't even go into part 2 then. I was going to say, how does she prepare her coffee in the morning?
That he wouldn't have gotten right, but the first one he's going to get right.
I don't know. I think I got them both right.
No, he doesn't prepare my coffee in the morning. There's no way.
I went general terms, though. I might get it.
No.
All right. So I go. I'm looking to see if anybody else guesses. So I'm guessing, it's salad and fries and like a latte style.
Oh. Salad and fries, eh?
What's your?
Let's see.
I wrote French fries, but I would argue that Dave said mangoes. Mangoes are like of my favorite fruit.
No,
Yes.
that's not right.
And as for coffee, a latte, but in the morning, if I prepare it myself, if I'm not buying it out,
It's
I
black.
put black.
Did you put black?
Oh.
Yeah. I was gonna say black, but I think most time, I guess you did say in the morning. I guess I didn't see it. I wasn't a good student either, so like I wouldn't have read that question right. I'd be like,
But
oh,
yeah.
I knew that, and she'd be like, yeah, but that's not what I asked.
Also, Milan's day-old popcorn, that is totally true. That's
Yeah.
my second favorite food.
Oh, just a little bit of bite to it, eh?
But I'm telling you, like, I've never spent any time with her in person where she doesn't order French fries and salad. So like that's how we determine we're gonna go eat them. Like, whether you guys have fries and salad, okay, good, we can go here. So,
Do you like it? Do you like it?
Now
'cause
it's
of
gonna
the
be like-
balance? Are we going for the balance, or you just like that combo?
I eat all food. The only food I don't eat is pork. Otherwise, I eat all foods. But I just you always know it's going to be good. You get like the sweet and the healthy, or the salty and the healthy. It's a win-win.
I think what it is she really loves fries, and she's like, if I eat fries all the time every day, it's not salad, so it's like not quite the same.
I'll probably get scurvy if I eat fries all the time every day.
I love French fries.
Throw that vitamin C
Although
in.
I don't think she's ever had any fries with gravy on them.
That's halfway to poutine.
Yeah, you gotta add the
That's cheese curds.
cheese curds on top. Yeah, to go.
Wait,
Good though. It's
I
good.
know. I've listened to every episode of Teach Better Talk, and Ray has never once talked about fries without also talking about the salad.
Accurate. Interesting question for Ray to answer from Sydney. Do you ever put the fries on the salad?
Oh,
No. It's like a side order of fries and a side salad. It's perfect.
It's not always a side order. Just I'm gonna go ahead and crush that lie.
That's because Jeff's like, what share? I'm like, we don't share food. No, I'm gonna get a big.
No. Okay, here's the thing with Ray. Here's a little tip if you're ever out with Ray. You don't need to ask to share, and you don't even need to order because she doesn't ever eat even half of her food ever. So if you want fries, just sit near her, give her 20 minutes or an hour,
and then just absorb the rest.
Just
You
grab a fry or two. She's not going to notice. She did the same thing at the Teach Better conference. I didn't order anything the first night of networking because I just ate the remainder of her chicken tenders because she didn't eat it. She doesn't eat her fry,
Is this about me? Can we move on to the next question?
Ray, how do you stay in such good shape? I just don't eat half my food.
It's a great strategy.
No, salad and fries is just a healthy, balanced meal, everyone.
I
Lettuce.
think you're thinking of salad and fruit. I think
I was about to say, I'm taking notes. This is my health lesson plan right here. Like salad
There
and
you go.
fries. Health, it's right.
I love that the friends reference is going to come in up everything. Thank you.
Joey doesn't share food.
All
I
right.
just want to say that Dave must know me the best because Dave knows that I did get a delivery of mangoes recently, and I love mangoes. So that's up there.
All right. Well, maybe you should host your podcast with Dave, huh? Maybe that's.
Maybe I should. Dave, did you hear it?
Danielle.
I never threatened that with Pat. Never threatened that because then she'd go off with David Hannell. She'd go off with Tim McCavey. I think you go off with Sarah Johnson. Like I'm so far down the pecking order who Pav wants to do a podcast with. Like I'm just holding on.
It's not who Pav wants to do a podcast with. It's who wants to do a podcast with.
Let's be very clear here. If Tim Cavey asked any of the four of us to do a podcast, leave the other one.
We'd all leave. Yeah.
All right. This time it's Ray to Pat about Che.
Okay. Ooh.
All right, this is an easy one, Pat, because that's what you told me last time. All right. After Che gets done flipping all of his tires and during his workout, what snack does he go to?
Ooh. It's going to be, he's going to put tires because he just eats the tires.
He just eats the tires.
I hope it's day old popcorn.
They're a little dry. The tires are dry, eh? You got
with hot sauce or something.
I don't know why I was excited to answer that. I should know it. It's me.
You went really
I know
quick.
this one. I know
Ready?
this one.
He's like,
I know this one.
You need to answer first.
Who, me?
Pav, gotta answer first.
Yes.
Pav answers first. We got to know that you.
Okay,
that you
sure.
got it right. That's you. You're Pav. Protein shake. Hey,
Is there a flavor?
Protein
Protein shake special.
what's the special?
Who wants to explain the special?
I'm ready.
Is it with amaretto?
Yes, you get the point on that one. Amaretto.
How did she know that?
How did you know that?
It's the Voxer group for Education Never Dies. We had this conversation.
Oh, was it in the okay?
Yeah.
In Education Never Dies Voxer group.
Okay, gotcha.
I watched an Arnold Schwarzenegger video, and he was showing how he made his pre-workout shake, and that there's some science behind it. His post-workout shake.
Yeah.
And there's some science behind it, and it's on the internet, so it has to be true. And so he put 2 ounces of schnapps in his post-workout so that the protein would get absorbed by the muscle quicker. So I didn't really look it up that closely. I saw it on YouTube, and that was all I needed. But I'm not a schnapps fan, so I put about a generous 2 ounces of amaretto into my post-workout shakes. And so, yeah, I have a protein shake, and I have a special post-workout shake.
Have you got that correct? I'm very impressed, but I also think Michelle gets bonus points for that one.
Yeah, Michelle gets some sort of bonus points there too.
Yeah, Michelle's in the lead.
So the moral of this story is consume large amounts of alcohol after you work out, and you'll feel really good.
You know, I tried it after he told me about this, and I was just drunk for the rest of the day. So it's like I can't keep doing this.
It didn't matter.
It doesn't work for me.
You'd already had your workout in.
To be drunk at 10 a.m. though, like I don't know.
This has gone sideways, friends.
Yeah, all right.
Jeff, you're up.
Meet a Che. Okay, I gotta remember what. So okay, I'm gonna go this one right now. Well, actually, she just led us to this one, so we'll go here. If Pav could have any drink in her hand right now, what would it be?
Ooh, we're gonna go.
That's a good one.
No, you're not, Dave. Get out of here.
Dave, it's easy to get tires. If you have the amaretto first, then you're really like a performance-enhancing drug. Have the amaretto in the pre-workout shake, and you think you can lift anything.
Dave and I are gonna start flipping tires, but it's gonna be like 10-speed bike tires, like deflated.
Pav, are you ready?
Any drink. Oh my gosh, I think that this might be the first one that we get wrong.
All right, Che, what is it?
Because I can think of 7 drinks that you.
First.
I'm going
first. Yep, you show first, Che.
Che.
I'm going with champagne.
Nice. Wow, look at the two of you. Oh, I like it.
Yes.
I love Prosecco.
Che, do you work out before or after school? I'm pretty sure both, Sarah. That's why he always has after.
Yeah.
Mark says I work or at school. I think he meant to put out, so I think maybe Mark already did the amaretto. Just mess with you, Mark.
We used to work out at school.
At school?
Yeah. Like Che has a really big classroom and lots of space to work out. And sometimes I would just go in there after he left and I would just work out in the space. He didn't know about that.
And take all the extra snacks for the kids the next morning. Mr. Cheney, where did the snacks go? I guess Miss Wander was working out in the room last night. Must have taken them home for the kids.
Ate them all.
Take them home for the kids, yeah. All right, let's go. Let's go Pav to Ray.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
I'm
I just
nervous.
want on the record before I get this wrong, I got the first one right. That's literally all I want.
We all got the first one right? Like everybody was correct. Okay, so here we go. It's a good start.
Oh, so we have to be accurate with the numbers? Because I had us up 2-0. But
it's up to nothing.
Okay, fine.
I think you're in kilometers.
Canadian.
I think you're in kilometers again. It's not.
Canadian goalkeeping. Okay, scorekeeping. Okay. Okay, so keeping to the Canadian theme, who is Jeff's favorite Canadian other than Che and Pav?
Whoa. Ooh, she's not going to get this.
Okay.
It's a tough one.
Does it have to be famous? Because my favorite Canadian is going to be a famous.
No, it's a Canadian. Does it have to be a Canadian we both know? It doesn't matter, I guess.
I'm sure that if you know Jeff, you would know who this Canadian.
Ooh, shots
is.
fired.
No, I'm just saying that.
I know your favorite Canadian. Write down whatever you want, but my answer's right.
Okay, my
I'm
answer.
really worried right now. I'm not gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna say.
I wrote it down. I can't change it. I know the answer.
Go ahead. I wrote.
Livia.
Yeah.
So I would get my all time favorite is my it's my father-in-law's cousin Larry, who really introduced me to like Canada up there and stuff. So I love that. But hopefully Matthew Perry is definitely a very close second. Dave. So I was like, does it have to be famous? Because it's different now. And with all due respect, I'm pretty sure Olivia is famous too. So I think
Justin Bieber.
Mark, that's a close third. And then I'm pretty sure Robin Schabotsky's the fourth.
So that's who I was thinking of is Colby Smulders or whatever her name is, because you're often referencing
it has to be Robin Schabotsky, not
Robin Schabotsky. Yes,
Livia's watching. She's here. Livia, love
of course
you.
she's watching. She's always watching. And
Yay,
it was
Olivia, we love
the Robin Daggers stage is really where I think we connected. So anyone who's not following along, go watch How I Met Your Mother. All right, so where are we at? Now we're Shay to me.
No.
Oh, okay, you down.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, it's Che. Che now is asking Jeff.
Oh, good luck.
All right, so the first question was, personal on the food. This one's going to be a sort of a teach better type question. All right, the question is, Jeff, what was Ray's favorite Teach Better podcast episode or moment?
Oh, wow. I'm not sure which way she's going to go with this, but I'm going with a total fangirl moment. So
that sounds about right. I have my answer. Mine was easy, by the way. So you struggling with this is dumb. Lavana Rock. Yes.
Boom, there you go.
Perfect.
Ray is such a Lavana fan that it was one of those moments where like you meet the person that you've wanted to meet your whole life and you're like so happy that they're as awesome as you think you are. That was like what happened on that episode because
Lavana had the best answers, guys.
Yes, she was so good. But I don't know what episode that was. It was earlier. Maybe
like 30s, like super early.
30s, yeah, 34, something like that. Yeah, so she's fantastic though. So
she had an answer where we asked her what was most exciting about education, and her answer was like the biggest mic drop. She was like, I love that people are frustrated because frustration causes change. I was like, this girl's my idol. I want to be her so bad.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was a good one. Okay, I'm going to Che now, right?
No, I think it's my turn.
Now you to Pav. Yeah. You're right. Now you to Pav. Yep.
All right. All right. What is Che's favorite part of the podcast?
That's an interesting one.
Favorite part of the podcast. Episode 33. Thank you, Alex. You rock.
She was 33. Wow. Yeah, of course Alex knows that. Alex is always on that. Always on top of that.
He has a bookmark.
Hang on. I messed up.
Oh, she messed up. She's got that dry erase going on.
I'm used to that. Takes her a while to get her notes
Hang on a second. Whose team are you on right now?
I'm from Ottawa. Like, we don't make these mistakes. It's only you Toronto folk that got to rewrite things.
That's awesome.
I deserve that.
Not at all.
Pat, you can do this. I believe it.
All right, Pat, what do we got? His fun introductions.
Opening voices.
Yeah.
There it is. That's the intro.
Yeah. And how did you both get that?
They're also my favorite part of the podcast, too.
Makes sense. All right.
We can focus on content for our episode, but often I spend more time figuring out what impression I'm going to do to start each episode. So Pat does the research. She reads the articles. I'm like, YouTube, what reference can I make?
It is usually what's happening at the very start, but it started off where he would do the impression before we actually started recording, and then I would laugh hysterically, but we're not recording. And then as soon as we would record, he would do the same thing, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's pretty cute."
So you get the laughed out before, so you don't want to.
Yeah,
It saves
right.
space. Yeah.
So now he doesn't tell me what it is. I just ask him, "Hey, you got your opening ready?" And he's like, "Yeah, I got it." Or, "No, I'm still figuring it out." And then he does it during the show so that we get that sort of authentic reaction. I don't waste my laugh.
The only thing we rehearsed was the opening. And then we said, forget it. This rehearsing thing is overrated. Let's just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Just jump in.
Totally.
I thought you were going to go the beginning pictures too. Danielle guessed your pre-pictures. I thought that was the best. I don't know.
That's a lot of fun too, but we have more fun with that after we post them on Twitter, because
when Ray puts herself into them.
I love when Ray puts herself into the pictures. I'm like, I wonder if Ray's going to do that this week.
It's so fun.
It is so much fun.
Taking the photo is not fun because it's about 27 minutes waiting for Pav to get ready, and then it's about 100.
I'm already ready.
It's 32 minutes waiting for Pav to get ready, and then it's 174 photos, and then it's nope. I said, just send me 4 and I'll edit them.
I feel like if you two were in the same space right now, Che would not be throwing some of these grabs.
Nope.
I'm just seeing
Nope.
She'd be burning you down with the look in the same room right now. All right.
Yes, dear.
This one's to Che about Pav. If Pav had to move to the States, which state would she choose to live in?
I don't even know the answer. Oh, yes, I do know the answer.
You have family in so many states.
Oh, you do have family in the States?
I have tons. But
you have multiple states. Okay, I was hoping, because I was like, oh man, if she has all her family in one state, then that's an easy one. This was a little more. I'm interested, especially if it lands on one of the two of ours. That's gonna be really fun. But
I would assume she'd want to come live with me. That was my guess.
Of course.
Like in Ray's house, like not even a state, just the exact location.
All right, Che. Where would you go, Che?
I said California and the LA Clippers.
What?
Look at that. Wow.
Why California?
Are you doing it? Was that a shout out to family members?
That was shout out to Tony Coppola and Santiago Meza, who are out in California. Yes, I do. Go ahead. And I know I'm missing.
I remember last year you had this big trip planned to go see the LA Clippers, to go with either your brother or your cousin. I don't remember totally at the moment, but I remember you were gonna go down there, spend the weekend there, and then go to the LA Clippers. I said, what about your co-host? Well, I like the Clippers. I like basketball. So that's what. But I know you have family all over in the States. This was a tough one.
Yeah, but California is it. My uncle is out in California. I used to spend a lot of time in California. The whole summer, my parents would just ship my brother in off. It was like, all right, summertime, go to California. They had an almond ranch. They still have the ranch, but almond trees have a lifespan of about 20 years. So we used to farm every morning at 6 a.m. My uncle would wake up me and my brother, and he'd just be like, get up, we're going to the farm, and we're working. And be there driving the tractor and, spraying the trees and harvesting. And it was a lot of fun. I learned a ton. But
I loved your tractor driving.
Yeah, that was really good.
That's how I drive it.
Seems like
us Canadian tractors go like this, eh? We just one hand that thing like this.
No, I got to two-hand it.
I don't know.
This is cute.
I'm very small.
You guys all just drove around on Zambonis. Isn't that what they stereotype?
It was hard for me to take my Zamboni to California with me.
Fun fact is I used to drive a Zamboni. Go on.
Did you? Oh.
Yeah, I worked at an ice rink. My first job was at an ice rink.
Cool. Very cool.
I wasn't supposed to drive the Zamboni, but I drove it. That's a whole other story.
You're so sneaky, Jeff Vegas.
I definitely feel like we're going to lose this as far as who knows better. I think we're going to, they haven't gotten any wrong yet. We're going to hit one here.
Well, neither have you guys.
I know. I don't have confidence as we get deeper in. All right. So now let's have the Ray.
Okay. So let's see. What should I go with? Okay. This is another easy one.
This is effective. This is a mind game. This is mind games. Well played. Well played.
Easy one thing.
And it's a repeat of a question that was already asked, and it was, what is Jeff's beverage of choice?
Ooh,
It's not easy. I think I know the answer.
Are you talking? Does it have to be? Is it alcoholic or just like general?
Let's go with alcoholic.
What is this? Is this a lifeline? Did he just use a lifeline? I got a lifeline later. I'm catching a lifeline.
I know. We didn't get a lifeline with our drink question.
I got it.
So
no, specifically, what do you want right now? You're just saying beverage and alcoholic. Yeah. That's easy.
Okay, sure.
Although I wouldn't mind this right now too. So
I feel like I had to be more specific. I just made an additional note. I said whiskey, but then I said bourbon, like specifically.
Yeah. Everyone in the comments, me too. Anybody who's talking with Dave and I knows that
was my answer as well.
Yeah.
I was nervous that you meant like throughout the day though, and then I was going to be like, oh my gosh, coffee,
bourbon.
water, like
bourbon. It's still bourbon.
Now, if I have to go, if I have a go to throughout the day, it would either be coffee or I love the squeezed vitamin water.
Okay.
So that's where I typically go. You don't like vitamin water? That stuff's delicious. Tastes like super sweetened lemonade, but it's not. There's no sugar in it, or at least they say there's no sugar. I'm pretty sure there's sugar in it, and they just say there's none. I don't know if I trust 50 Cent, but anyway, I like Michelle got it right. I think pulling away. Dave, man, he said bourbon. He knows. All right. Who's up?
Is it it's Chase turn?
Che to me.
Oh. I'm like running out of questions. I think this is it. This is the last question, right?
Yeah,
we came up with 3.
Is that what it is? Oh, I'm gonna think. Okay.
So I went with a theme. So the first one was the personal. The second one was to teach better. This is now a teaching question. Jeff? What was Ray's first ever teaching assignment?
Oh, he has no clue.
Oh boy.
Wow.
He has no idea.
Like, are you talking like the actual, like what her job was, or like?
Yeah, when Ray got hired, she would have been hired for a teaching assignment. What was that first position?
Oh, I'm trying to think of what. I don't know if I even. I'm gonna guess.
I'd like to know if Che would know mine. I know his.
It's still the same thing.
Let's clarify. Jeff and I did not know each other at this time.
Yeah.
It would have been however many years ago, like 8-9 years ago, right? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I'm off on this, because this is all I know. But no, I knew it wasn't, because otherwise you would have said, "Oh, you got it." But what
is it?
Oh, it's close.
It's close.
Science.
Just scratch out the bottom.
When I first met her, she was 6th grade.
The grade was right.
Yeah. Well, when you were math and you were doing math and writing, or when I met you, I think, weren't you?
You know what? Yeah, I like the grade in Canada. In Canada, we would never have a grade 6 math teacher. We would always be, you're the grade 6 teacher, and you're teaching all of those subjects. That
typically stops after 4th or 5th in the States, I think, or at least most people.
So here, the rotary subjects begin in grade 7. Grade 7 and 8. So
I was a science and math teacher, 6th grade, first year teaching. Mm-hmm.
That was a good one, Shay.
That was
a good one.
All right, Ray, we need a good one now from you.
Wait, if Alex says, does that include student teaching? Student teaching, I did do 6th grade ELA.
Oh.
See, I know. With Barb.
I think that might be a point then.
Right? Wasn't it with Barb Barker? Or Barb?
We'll decide this was a point later. Later. If we make a mistake, then this was wrong. If we get it
then
perfect,
it was
then
wrong.
we'll leave it aside.
I like it.
I'm all about correct. I think this was in Dave's new book on assessment. I'll wait till the end, and then I'll go back and I'll fill in the assessment pieces later to calculate the standard.
That's right.
Right, Dave? I think that's chapter 7 of Dave's new book on assessments.
All right. Am I asking Pav now?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
We're getting spam on Twitch right now, so you guys go ahead and do this.
Yes. Okay, so I think that you must know this, but I'm so excited just for my own learning. What is Che's biggest pet peeve?
Oh.
Oh, I got it. I should get it. It's mine, right? But I had to think about it.
What is your question?
Oh, I don't think I'm going to get this one. Biggest pet peeve. He's got a lot.
I rant a lot when the mic is off.
Did we go pet peeve? Sorry, I was fixing that.
I am so interested to hear what your biggest pet peeve is because I want to make sure that I don't ever cross you in the bad way.
Oh my gosh. I'm drawing a blank.
You could do this, Pav. I believe in you.
Okay, give me 15 seconds.
I feel like you have this. Just go with your gut reaction.
Okay.
Maybe we should ask this first, Jeff. We would have thrown him off like right away.
Yeah, no,
You would have just killed it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I don't-
I'm Canadian. I'm unfazed. I'm stoic, unfazed. This is what Canadians are. See how I kept a straight face for like 10 seconds after I said that?
Another- I like all these guesses.
I can't see it. So Patrick's throwing his
I've
arms
already
over.
written it. Although Holly, that's a good one from Holly.
Maybe you need to rewrite it.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
I go first?
It's just a flaky guess.
Staff meetings.
Oh.
Staff meetings.
What'd you say?
Stolen softballs.
Oh.
Is that pretty close, Jay, or do you not care about the softballs?
Oh, I have buckets and buckets. So I get annoyed when I lose one, but I don't mind if I lose one because I had a home run in BP, but I got buckets and buckets of softballs. But it's a good
I went
guess.
with something fun because I had no idea. I would not have put down staff meetings because they're everybody's pet peeve. Not a specific Che pet peeve.
I'll institute the reserve and we just redo it like it's volleyball. Reserve.
Reserve.
I just want it on the record that they got one wrong. That's literally all I care about.
Yeah, if you start home, they did get one wrong.
Another question.
Are we at the last one? Is it me to Che now? The last one?
Yeah.
Che, what is Pav's most common or most used phrase?
That's easy.
Is that easy? Maybe that is it you're doing that wrong?
Is it stop that, please?
Knock it off.
I'm sure that people listening will probably or viewing probably know this one too.
You ready?
Yeah.
Absolutely. When I know that Pav's had enough of what I've said, she goes, "Oh, absolutely." So I know you didn't listen to anything I just said.
I stopped listening.
I didn't start doing that too. That's awesome.
That's cool. That's good stuff. This was fun. We had a few people asking if this could just be a regular bit that we do. So, you know,
it was fun. So
what's with our network? They always want us to do so much. Like they're like, "Hey, you did a live 12-hour stream. How about 72 hours next time?" I'm like, "God,
I'm gonna say right now. I'm pretty sure if I ask Che, he'll do 24 hours with me.
I would do 24 hours.
He's probably like,
let's do it.
We'll have
it's so much fun.
3 out of 4 are ready to rock this thing, Ray.
Come on, Ray. It would be so much fun. We could talk about anything.
72 hours is just like 10 kilometers. Like it's.
How much is that in Canadian hours?
I was gonna say, do you use hours in Canada? Is that like 4 days? Is that
guys? I won't lie. In my classroom, we talk about microwave minutes versus Hewitt minutes, which somebody brought this up on a drop-in like 2 days ago or something. But microwave minutes, like, you know, have you ever waited for like a thing of popcorn where it's like the minutes take so much longer because you're like, just give me my popcorn ready. Hewitt minutes are like instantaneous. I'm like,
yes.
You know,
I'd do that the other way around because like every minute spent with you seems like forever. Nailed it. I'm sorry, you set that up like it's like waiting on the phone.
Jeff.
Schmitto, Dave, I'm switching. I'm on all yours, buddy.
Oh man, that's funny.
Ray, I'd be throwing daggers right now.
All right,
I'm not even looking at the screen.
Last question, and this goes. Everyone can put this up all at the same time. 24-hour live stream. Are you in or out? On the count of 3.
Wait. I'm not ready.
You never are. 1.
No.
How big? It's
I'm
2 letters and 3 letters.
No.
You're coloring it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Dave
With protein shake. Dave knows the best. Dave's into. Listen.
I'll do it. Peer pressure.
If I say, let me, all jokes aside, if I set it up and just do it, Ray will be like, all right, let's do it. What, did you say 24? All right, 24. What do I have to, should I sleep at all or whatever? Like, here's the thing, we could do 24-hour lives. Part of it could be us just sleeping.
Just sleeping. It's a nap time.
You really want to look into our world? This is what Jeff looks like when he's asleep.
There you go.
Why don't you just wear a GoPro on your head and people can just follow you around for an entire day?
Well, I think if we do 24 hours, Che's going to have to go out and flip tires at some point. So
it'll make for great viewing.
I'm also old enough that it's okay for me to take a nap, and you couldn't question me on it. You 3 are all far young. You can't take a break in 24 hours. Pardon me? How old are you? But once you hit 45, kiddies, Mr. Cheney needs to go take a nap, and no one can question it. Don't.
Che likes to age himself.
I was gonna say, how old are you, Clayton?
You're not that old.
He's not 45.
Oh, how old is he? 47? Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what I thought.
I'm 2 ages. I'm 40, and then I'm 45, and then I'm 50. So once I pass the 42 and a half, I just identify as 45.
Rounds.
40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I don't have time to tell you I'm 53. Get over yourself. 50 or 55.
Once you hit 47, you're 50 at that point?
Yep.
Is that what
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
He just rounds up.
That's fine. I'm going to start rounding too.
And he never rounds down because he wants people to think that he's amazing for his age.
So, Jeff, would that make you 40? Is that what happened?
What's that?
That
would make me 40. Yeah. It'd make me 40 if I rounded up like that. I'm laughing. I'm thinking of my wife's grandfather, who's 93. He's always done it on his, as soon as his birthday's hit, he's going on the next year. So it's hey, how old are you today? Oh, I'm going on 92.
But that's actually,
it just reminded me of that. It's a little different, but it's just hilarious.
That's actually,
I never know how old he actually is.
I don't know if that's a generational thing or a cultural thing, because in our culture, and we joke about it all the time, as soon as you turn a certain age, everybody starts saying, oh, so you're going on the next year, because that's the year that you're living of your life.
You're into that, yeah.
Yeah, you're into that.
I just want to note that you said generational when we were talking about Che and my wife's 94-year-old grandfather. Same generation.
Same generation, yeah.
Say it again, kiddies. I didn't hear you. Say it again. I'm not hearing you, kiddies. Get off my lawn, you pesky kids.
Everybody thinks that Che's got this on for a listen to the computer. That's just how he needs to hear. Yeah.
I'm reading the comment. Michelle, the answer is yes. And Joe, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Joe, I'm sorry that you're just checking it out, man. You need to go back and watch this. So.
No. Joe's saying that I made a comment about 40 something.
That's all right, Joe.
No, it's farther down. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm getting there. Joe doesn't look a day over 39. You're good, brother. I can say that because I'm 38 now. Anyway, okay, so we are at 58 minutes of this nonsense.
Oh, already?
I hope everyone enjoyed it. This was fun.
This was a lot of fun.
We're kind of winging it and not knowing what's going on and making it happen. So, before we go, I think most people know you. If they didn't know you before today, they know you now. So, best place to find you guys on social media, the podcast, you individually, everything like that.
Twitter. Find us on Twitter at Staff Podcast is our main handle. And then our personal handles are there. And we've got The Drive at The Drive Voice Ed. So that's the best place. We're also on Instagram. We're also on Facebook, very active on all kinds of social media. So lots of ways to reach out to us.
And don't forget my 7 fake accounts where I go and I troll people on Twitter. So we got the 4 legit ones and then my 7 fake accounts.
And if you just basically get into any kind of educational Twitter chat, you'll probably run into him at some point.
Yes.
Also, if you're listening to this in the replay on the Teach Better Talk podcast, search Staff Room Podcast on whatever platform you're on right now. You'll be able to find it and connect with them. So and subscribe to the podcast. So this was fun. It was a good time. Thanks for playing with us today.
Absolutely.
This was really fun. I had a great time.
great-
It was fun.
This was good, and yes, it was good. There was, I think, just the right amount of Canada stereotype jokes and duo stuff. I think the coolest part about both of these duos is that while we pick at each other and stuff, like I don't think any of us could imagine doing the podcast and stuff without the other one, which is really cool, which makes it more fun. So,
Ray's thinking about that.
Sure, whatever, buddy.
this is exactly what I'm talking about right now.
Yes.
So with that note, I can't believe I didn't do this the entire time and just dropped her out like that. So,
Whoa!
I'm surprised I didn't do that, honestly, that we didn't get that point. Because during the 12-hour stream, I went back and I watched the first 30 minutes of that 12-hour stream because I was going to grab some video from it. I'm like, she and I did that to each other 10 times in the first 30 minutes. Oh, that could be
known that we both have the controls. I just want to make sure that the entire
There you go.
I have those controls as well. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your
Stop
morning.
showing her how to do things.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate the two of you so much. Appreciate everyone jumping in, having some fun with us, and anyone listening and everything. We appreciate you all. Have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Bye, guys.